The question might come today, whose side are you on? And it might be a difficult one to answer because both of these squads love to don their black and gold. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Demon Deacons will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Claiborne. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and more. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Going to sling it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Claiborne. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Claiborne. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Jackson going to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Brings it down on the right side. Hits the crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCF!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play, and And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got the first down and more.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the timing just a hair off.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jackson will throw. With the catch, it's Montgomery. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. Turns it on in midfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Nixon. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss.
Turning it on! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
He'll bring it out. It's Claiborne. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Hernandez. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
On first down, here comes this offense. To the air on first down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Jackson gonna throw it. Steps away. He'll pull it down inside the 40. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. Offense lining up quickly. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hughes. Touchdown, UCF! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Claiborne. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Going deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Demon Deacons will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jackson will throw. On the run, fires downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
UCF 35, Wake Forest 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Claiborne. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Wake! He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
That keeps the score. UCF 35, Wake Forest 13.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. At the 30. He's at the 10. Oh, the ball's out. Touchdown, UCF. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown, but he puts it on the ground. Everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot. Somebody was paying attention, Dave, and is able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense.
Here we go, sack.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Claiborne. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Floating away. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up when...
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Burke. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Leaves it with the running back. Makes his man miss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Nixon. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Knights! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it out. It's Claiborne. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Claiborne. Oh, he's got some space. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Makes one man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Claiborne. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it. That's a live ball. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Oh, I'm out of space. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part of it. A late touchdown.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the catch. It's Nixon. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Unleashes one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47. And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Demon Deacons come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Making side adjustments here. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Jackson will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Nixon. Turning it on. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They're down to the 20. First and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Knights racing to the line in a hurry up. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the connection in. Pass, and 1 second remains.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker. It's Miller. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Gators. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man, it's Young. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Under fire. Buys a little extra time. And a 9-yard gain on first down. Was 2nd and short.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Horton. On the move at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. No one there to stop him, except the fellow in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
There he goes. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Complete to the right. Lots of room to run. And he just kept running, and he ran take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Russell. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Gators! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Oh, the ball's out on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer. And that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move, it's Ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense drags him down.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he's going to carry the ball.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease. And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense, you're running the draw. You're trying to make it look like pass, getting those big fellas up front defensively, trying to salivate to get the QB, but they weren't fooled. Everybody stayed in their gap, and that's why they shut that play down.
Rush is on him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position. position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. If you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Gators will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Out of the gun, the inside give. Bringing it back. Drills him with the stiff arm. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Pulls it in, it's Sturdivant. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Right back to him on the ground. Fights off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll set up to throw. And this will be caught as they convert the two. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds a man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on second and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped sometimes.
Wide room to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, Nick. It looks like they just closed the door on it.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Quarterback extends the play. On the move, he fires. The sure hands, it's Sturdivant. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Oh, what a cut! Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out the game.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Touchdown, Gators! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Florida, 37. Alabama, 21.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, this year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Ducks will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Moore will throw. Got the quick pass. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, better look out! Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Off play action. Under fire. That's caught. It's Hughes. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, football in the snow oftentimes is more fun for fans watching than it is for players out there on the field because it is hard to hold on to the football like that guy just found out right there.
Got the first down and more. Turning it on. The 40. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, and he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Moore to the air. Got him downfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Running into the open space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Off play action on first down. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. They'll run it on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Third down coming up for the O after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, look at this. Fourth down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. Throws to the tight end. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking for space, it's Hughes. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
What a big third down stop for this defense. Man, they're in field goal range. What do? You push them out of range by getting pressure on the quarterback and, most importantly, getting that fast.
There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Allard. Buying some time. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. To the air on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was done.
Slips one down. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Moore will throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Going the other way, and he's got room. Oh, the ball squirts out. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem, despite the snowy surface. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you that number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Bryant. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore to the air. Starts to scramble to the left. Creates a little room. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Complete to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Back to throw, it's Allen. Escapes the pressure going right. Lowers those pads. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Now adjusting. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy in second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Moore will throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Here's a heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack.
Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's...
Gets loose in the middle. Touchdown Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Okay, Justy, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium.
Makes the grab at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Scanning the field, it's Allard. forced out of the pocket. Oh, what a move. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. At the 35, he's loose. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, how about the execution by this offense? Taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose. No pressure at all. Go kick that thing through the uprights, and you get the big W.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Pocket breaking down. Fires on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.